Hello everybody, this is how you make the Terra blade from Terraria in a Minecraft. This is just going to be a nice quick tutorial. Here's how it works. When you have enemies, you can just hit them. Sorry about the noise, but as you can see it just shoots out projectile beams when you hit them, dealing a ton of damage. And here's how you make it. So, this is pretty simple. Here are the command blocks used. It's this chunk right here. And essentially what you're doing is you're detecting whenever your weapon, the diamond sword, does not have full durability, then it will give it full durability, and it will summon an armor stand. That armor stand is invisible, has particles on it, and it moves forwards, dealing damage around it. Here are the commands to do that. So, I'm gonna go from, I guess, left to right. So start off, this is the kill command. This will just stop the particles from going on forever. This is what the command is. This is a repeat and always active command block. What this is saying is execute as anybody who is holding a diamond sword with full durability, then kill any entity whose tag is Terra M. In case you don't know, a tag is like an invisible name tag that only command blocks are really able to use. So any entity with the tag Terra M, and RM just means, well, R is radius. So if I did R equals 3, that would mean anything within, I guess, like 3 blocks around me. If I do RM, it's anything outside of those 3 blocks. So since we did RM equals 10, that means anything that is more than 10 blocks away from me will get killed. And this tag, Terra M, that is the tag I put on the armor stand that does the actual damage and has the particles. So that will just stop them from going on forever. That is repeat, always active. Now we have this little chain here. This is pretty simple, don't worry about it. It may look like a lot. This is repeat, always active, no tick delay. This is what the command is. It says execute as anybody who is holding a diamond sword with full durability. Then, if there's an entity within 20 blocks that isn't a player, then it will run these chain command blocks up top. So this is just nice to have so that this doesn't go off randomly. I don't know if it's required, I just also use it to make this neater and easier to understand, at least from my perspective. You should have this command anyways though, just because you will be copying it into a lot of other command blocks. So once again, that's repeat, always active. At the bottom, it's facing up. If you don't know how to make a command block face up, it's like a piston. You need to look down and place a block, just like this. You may have to hold sneak or shift in order to place it so that you don't go into the menu. It's pretty simple though. So once again, you have that. Then make sure that's facing up. Then you have to put another one above it facing up. This is just going to play the sound effect. So this is chain, unconditional, always active, 0 tick delay. This is what the command looks like. What this is saying is execute as anybody that is holding a diamond sword that doesn't have full durability. This data equals 1. If it's 0, that means full durability. 1 is 1 point down. 2 is 2 points down. 999 means it's about to break. That's how the durability system works on commands. And so if you hit an enemy, then your durability would go down. So what this is saying is if you hit an enemy, then just play the sound at the person that hit the enemy. So this is the play sound command. That is the command. This is the beacon.power command. This is really nice. It's like a very like angelic type sound. I'll show you what it sounds like. If you just listen just for the hit sound. It's kind of hard to hear. I think you heard it really well in the last one, but it's just that shing sound. Once again, that is the play sound, and then above it, we have the thing that actually summons the armor stand. Once again, this is just facing up. Everything here is facing up. This is chain, unconditional, always active, 0 tick delay. This is the command. All this says is execute as anybody who's holding a diamond sword that has less durability than full, so has 1 durability. Then summon a armor stand on the player, facing the same direction as the player. If you just did these 3 toadies like this, then it won't be facing the same direction. It will be facing, I think, north all the time. So make sure to add the last 2 toadies. If you don't know how to make a toady, just hold shift and press your apostrophe key on the top left. Makes this cool squiggly sign. That is the command. Chain, unconditional, always active, no tick delay. And then we have the tag. Once again, a tag is like an invisible name tag, and it just lets command blocks differentiate between 2 different entities, even if they're the same entity. So, chain, unconditional, always active, 0 tick delay. This is the command. I'll tell you what it means. So this says, execute as anybody holding a diamond sword. You don't need to add the data equals 1 for this one. You can just have anybody holding a diamond sword. And at them, if there's an entity within 20 blocks, then tag any armor stand that's 1 block around the player and the closest one. So if we have 2 armor stands, it will only pick the closest one within 1 block. And then we just add the tag Terra M. Capitalization does matter, so if I just do Terra with a lowercase m, nothing will work. Make sure it's uppercase. This is what the command looks like. That is chain, unconditional, always active, no tick delay. Then at the very top, we have the chain, unconditional, always active, 0 tick delay. All this does is it resets your diamond sword from having 1 durability up to being full durability. Because if I don't have this, then it will go on forever. Because all of these here are detecting if it has 1 durability. So if I hit them, it has 1 durability. But it doesn't get reset back to 0. The next time I hit an entity, it'll have 2 durability, and nothing will happen. So this is super important command. Make sure to type it in word for word. Execute as anybody who's holding a diamond sword with a data value of 1. Then replace the item of that entity, slot.weapon.main hand. This is just the item that they're holding, the main hand. Then you do 1, diamond sword, 1, 0. And now we have the actual effects. So this will just make it invisible, deal damage, have particle effects, and movement. But currently, if we hit an entity like this, just hit anything, it would just summon an armor stand on us. But of course, we need all these to make it look good. So this is a repeat and always active, unconditional, 0 tick delay. Its effect: any entity that's tagged with Terra M, or the armor stand, give it invisibility 1, 10, true. Make sure to have true, because if this is false or just blank, then you'll be able to see the little invisibility particle effects, which you just never want to see, because you aren't supposed to see them. Then we have the damage, repeat, unconditional, always active, 0 tick delay. This is what it looks like. What this says is execute as any entity that is tagged with Terra M. Then you want to damage any entity with 2 blocks around this Terra M. If you want to make it so you have to aim really well, then you could make it 1. I like 2 though, gives you a bit of freedom. So any entity within 2 blocks that does not have a diamond sword, so it won't hurt you, because otherwise it's able to hurt the player. Then do 2 damage, override. What this override means is that normally, when dealing damage, you can only deal damage, I think it's every 4 or 8 ticks. Override does it every single tick, so about 4 times as fast or so. So this just deals damage really fast. If you want it to be slower, you can just get rid of override like this and just leave it blank. But I like to have it override. Next is particle effects. This is repeat, unconditional, always active, 0 tick delay. This is the command. It says execute as the armor stand, Terra M. Run, summon a particle, crop growth emitter, 1 block above them, which is at about eye level. If you want to make it so that you don't have the particles all up in your face, you could just do toady, toady, toady. But if you want to make it look a bit more realistic, you should add the 1. And then finally, we have the movement, so that this armor stand actually moves. This command is repeat, unconditional, always active, 0 tick delay. It's super short. It just execute as any entity tagged as Terra M at that entity. Teleport that entity 0.25 blocks in front of them. In case you don't know how to get this caret sign, just hold down shift and press 6, just like this. It just makes the caret sign. 0.25 true. What this true does is it stops it from going through walls. Of course, though, you can always go and get rid of this and just leave it blank. This would fix a few bugs, but I like true just to make it a bit more realistic. And if you want to change the speed, then you can make this number here bigger or smaller. If it's 0, let's say 0.1, it's slower. 0.5, it's faster. I think 0.25 is good. And that is it for this tutorial, but if you want to learn any more really cool tutorials that I made, you can click on these videos on the screen, and have a nice day.